What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Life in the Grand Valley. My name is Keallan Dowells, a local real estate agent for Brown Real Estate and Brown Built Custom Homes. If you didn't catch my most recent videos, we talked about positives to living here, negatives, if any, and we created this channel because we want to show you what it's like to live, buy, sell, and build here in the Grand Valley. Today's video, we're going to talk about the cost of living. Okay, we're going to give you the average sales price of a home in the various areas that make up the Grand Valley. Stay tuned. Out real quick, but my main purpose of this video, guys, is I want to show you what the average cost of a home is in the various areas that make up the Grand Valley or Mesa County. And before I move forward, after going through this video, if there's any questions that you have about any specific areas that I talked about or mentioned, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love an opportunity to chat with you, show you what home inventory is like in those areas, and possibly, get an opportunity to get you into your next home in the Grand Valley. So once again, I'll give you a brief background of the area, give you what the average price of a home is in the area, and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so we're going to move east here. Okay, so about 45 minutes east of Grand Junction, you're going to find Coburn and Molina. Okay, so Coburn and Molina, they have a population about just under 500 people. Small town feel to it. I should say small town feel. It is a small town. Okay, so if you're looking to, for that small town environment, to live there, to kind of be away from people, a little bit more quiet, give you that country living feel, you're gonna find that here in Coburn and Molina. Okay, the average price of a home out here runs about $381,000. In terms of amenities, like I mentioned, it is a small town, so it's gonna have small town amenities for you. It's gonna have a couple restaurants, an Ace Hardware, a smaller market where you can find some groceries. It does have a hospital as well as an animal hospital as well, which is a plus when you're kind of located this far away or 45 minutes away from the next big town that's going to have those for you. Okay, I can tell you from personal experience that Coburn is actually a really cool town. People are very nice. I've spent a lot of time here, coming through here, or just hanging out in town and eating. I have friends whose family owns a ranch out there, so we spent time camping, fishing, hunting, all those things out there. And then if you ever find yourself in Coburn, you make sure you stop at the Coburn Cafe. Okay, delicious food, and their homemade soft serve ice cream is absolutely delicious, especially during peach season. They'll do a peach one, and on a hot summer day, I'm telling you, boy, it's good. It's really good. I'll tell you another reason why people like to acquire property out here in Coburn is because of Vega Reservoir right here. Okay, it's probably about maybe 15-ish minutes outside of Coburn, give or take, if that. A lot of people try to acquire properties or cabins that are actually located around Vega Reservoir. They're looking for a seasonal property, maybe somewhere you can hit with the fam during the summer and fall times, do all the water activities you want out there. And then they also have a bunch of ATV trails, mountain biking trails, and stuff that you can do around Vega Reservoir as well. Okay, so once again, Coburn Molina area, average sales price about $381,000. Once again, if you're looking to acquire a bigger ranch, build a new home, or looking for more luxury home out there, which there are available, obviously you're going to spend a lot more money. Okay, so now let's move over to the town of Mesa. Once again, another small town. Okay, a couple restaurants in terms of amenities. A grocery store and things like that. You're going to find that those who are probably living in this area, I would imagine, are probably just driving, back into Grand Junction to, get some of the basic amenities such as grocery stores and things like that to stock up on food. Okay. Town of Mesa has about a population of just under 2,000 people, a lot more than I expected. If you ever driven through Mesa, you wouldn't have imagined just looking at it that there are that many people living there. But that was from the report that I got when I looked it up. The average price of a home up here and the town of Mesa is about $467,000. Okay, I think another big reason why people love those areas, not only for that small town country living, in vibe and environment out there, but it's easy access to the Grand Mesa. The Grand Mesa is really a big playground for all your outdoor activities. Okay, during the summertime, whether it's mountain biking, fishing, camping, hiking, hunting, boating, you can do all those things. And then in the wintertime, if you want to snowmobile, you want to cross country ski, you want to snowshoe, you want to ice fish, you want to sled, you can do all those things, including it's got its own ski resort up there too, guys. Okay, so Powderhorn Ski Resort, about, once again, 45 to 50-ish minutes outside of Grand Junction. easy access to a smaller ski resort. It does get a little bit busier, during the weekend times from families coming up, but really it's a beautiful ski resort, kind of your own piece of winter paradise for a lot of people without having to travel to the bigger ski resorts to be able to enjoy it. Okay. And the other nice part about Powderhorn is if you like to mountain bike or downhill mountain bike during the summer and fall times, they offer that to you as well. So that's Mesa, Molina, and Colburn. So let's move a little bit back here into town, and let's start once again on the east side. We're going to start with Palisade, okay, another smaller area or town located in the Grand Valley. Palisade has a population of about 2,500 people. An average sales price about 506,000. It is once again a smaller area. You have some brand new beautiful subdivisions coming up that are well sought out. You also have some obviously older existing subdivisions that kind of have those old historic homes located in those areas, which are beautiful. A lot of them have been remodeled and well taken care of. Just a very beautiful area. And then if you saw my intro video, you'll see that out here to the east, you'll find beautiful views of the Grand Mesa, and then out to the north, right here, you'll find beautiful views of the Book Cliffs as well. So just a beautiful area. In terms of amenities, you're really looking at, a lot of restaurants, local restaurants. You'll notice a lot of these areas are going to have its own Main Street downtown area. So you find mom and pop shops, local restaurants. Like I said, obviously, if I didn't mention, Palisade is very well known for its peaches and its wine. That's a huge thing. So you're going to find a lot of wineries here. What's very popular out here is the Palisade Brewing Company. Right next to it is also the Peach Street Distillery. People frequent that a lot. Other amenities, they have, a grocery store, the Family Food Town. That's a great place as well. And then, they are coming up. I think it's an urgent care community hospital is finishing up being built there, which is great because they didn't have that amenity access out there in Palisade, but now they do. So as I mentioned earlier, it's very well known for its peaches and wine. So although it's a small town, not as busy, you are going to see a lot of traffic during the busier times of the year during tourist season. Okay, because the peaches and wine, they're going to have peach fest, they're going to have wine fest, they're going to have the bluegrass festival, other big events. But you're just going to see a lot more traffic coming through town during those maybe summer and fall times for people to kind of hit the wineries up, come pick up some delicious peaches and all that sorts of things. Okay. The other big thing to point out for Palisade, as I mentioned, the average sales price is about 506,000. So if you're looking to acquire some piece of land that maybe has a bit more space to live on, or maybe you're looking to farm or anything like that, you do have the ability to maybe acquire those lands out here in Palisade. But the big thing is inventory is fairly low out here in Palisade. The last report I got, I think it was about 7 homes or properties were actually available. So if you're looking into it, you might need to be a little bit more patient in terms of being able to find the property that you truly want out here in Palisade. Okay, so that's Palisade, Colorado, or Grand Junction, or sorry, Palisade, Colorado. Yes, part of the Grand Valley. Excuse me. So now we're going to move over here to Clifton. So Clifton is really, if you can see my arrow, this area that I'm circling, as well as it kind of drops into like this 31 road area down to the river. So that's Clifton. Population about 20,000 people. Average sales price about 300,000. Okay. Once again, different amenities out here, from parks to gyms to fast food restaurants to local restaurants, city markets located in this area. So, a fairly nice area. Once again, decent amenities. But once again, you hear me point this out a lot. I think a lot of people are going to end up finding themselves driving to town for the more of the amenities that they want and need. Okay. So that's Clifton. Once again, population about 20,000, average sales price of 20,000. So let's dive into the heart of the Grand Valley, Grand Junction. The reason why I say that is because Grand Junction literally is going to have pretty much any amenity that you want and need when you're living here in the Grand Valley. The Grand Junction location is going to have it. Okay, from grocery stores to hardware stores to entertainment to businesses and all those restaurants, all those different types of things, breweries. It's going to have it here in Grand Junction. It's got a population of about 66,000 people. We have about 157,000 people total here in Mesa County. It's going to have an average sales price of $363,000. Okay, you're going to notice, and we'll go through this, but there are various areas that make up Grand Junction or are part of Grand Junction city limits. That's going to be Orchard Mesa down here. We have Fruitvale up here, up in the northeast area, Appleton up in the north area, and Redlands over to the southwest area. Okay, and I'm going to show you what those areas look like as well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the average price of each area by zip code, because it will give you a little bit more of an accurate number. Okay, so Grand Junction kind of is 81501 area. If you follow my arrow, okay, it doesn't need to be exact, but 81501. Okay, once again, 363,000. I'll show you a map that kind of helps correlate what I just pointed out. So yellow 81501, 363,000. So let's talk about different areas that are part of Grand Junction city limits or make up the Grand Junction area. So let's dive into the Redlands first. The Redlands is considered more of a higher end area, more of a luxury area. So if you're looking for more of those higher end luxury homes, you're going to find that here in the Redlands. It's very known for that. And another big reason why it's a well sought out and more of a higher end luxury area is because of its location. Okay, it is nestled up right against the monument, so you have some of the most beautiful views of the national monument up there. And that's also why, once again, it is a well sought out area, but more of your high end luxury area as well, outside of the beautiful homes and subdivisions that they have developed and are developing up there. Okay, so average price of a home, $560,000 up here in the Redlands. Okay, I'm gonna drop down because technically on a map, I'll show you right here. This is 81507. Okay, this area in green. So what we're seeing in there is just outside is Glade Park. So Glade Park has an average price of about 541,000 out here in Glade Park. If you're looking for that country living, once again, okay, that higher elevation country living, that mountain living, some beautiful landscape out here in Glade Park, you're gonna find that. Okay, Glade Park is a beautiful area. It's much more secluded, and kind of like I should point out, like the town of Mesa that we recently talked about in Glade Park, it is higher elevation, so you're going to see a harsher winter up there in those areas. But a beautiful area. If you're looking to be off the grid, a little bit more secluded, you can find homes up there. Not a whole lot of inventory. There is a couple, properties in terms of land available, but once again, 541,000 is going to be the average sales price up in Glade Park, and that's probably about 30 minutes southwest of the Grand Junction area. Okay, so next we're going to move south to the Orchard Mesa area, and I'll zoom in. So 81503, same thing as Grand Junction, about 363,000 is the average sales price out here in Orchard Mesa. If you follow my arrow south of the river and where my arrow is about 81503, that's considered Orchard Mesa. Decent amount of amenities, just like any other part of town. One big grocery store, city markets there, a few local restaurants, fast food restaurants available for you up there, as well as the Chipeta Golf Course. Okay, so that's 81503. Once again, I'll correlate that on the map for you. What you're seeing in orange right up here, 81503. Okay, so now let's check out 81504. Okay, the southwest and the northwest part of Grand Junction. Okay, so 81504 is going to be most of this area right here. And as I mentioned earlier, I believe it's 31 Road and further east. Don't quote me on that. It's considered part of Clifton. But 81504 is going to be an average sales price of $352,000. Okay, and one big thing I'll point out is if you zoom in right here and I'm pointing out with my arrow there, Patterson Road. Patterson Road runs east to west through Grand Junction. Really, anything north of Patterson, kind of from 31 and a half road and up and down further back here to town, is a very well sought out area for various reasons. And so, lower crime, beautiful homes, the location is very convenient and things like that. So it's a very well sought out area for a lot of people as well. Okay. And once again, 81504 out here. Okay. Where I see 29 Road coming all the way down to the river. Okay. I'll call it on the map right here in blue, 81504. That's going to be 352,000. So now we're going to dive into 81506 and 81505. So 81506 is going to run you about 466,000, and 81505 is going to run you about 477,000. Okay, so right here on the map, 81506 up here in this area, my arrow, then 81505 is going to be out here in those areas. Okay, once again, more sought out areas, especially just south of I-70 here where I'm circling. Okay, very popular areas, great locations, beautiful homes and new developments coming in out there. And then anything north of I-70, west of the airport as well, 81506 here, 81505 out here, beautiful areas as well. If you're looking for more acreage, more lot space, possibilities from maybe more farming land in Grand Junction, you're most likely going to find those here north of I-70 and 81505 and 81506. Okay, there's a lot of new developments popping up here near Appleton right here where I'm circling. There's some newer developments there of some brand new custom homes that have come up. Those are on average probably running a 600 grand to about 800 grand for those homes out there. There's some new developments for some luxury developments out there, right? where properties are a minimum of at least quarter to half an acre, and requirement of building a luxury home on it. So a lot of developments are going out there in North Junction. Really, there's a lot of developments and new construction popping up all throughout the Grand Valley, but you're seeing a lot of that here in the north area as well, kind of becoming the new and upcoming Redlands area as well. Okay, so that is Grand Junction for you. So now we're going to move over to Fruita. Okay, we're almost done here. So Fruita's got a population of about 13,500 people. So kind of the middle size between Palisade and Grand Junction. I'm going to go back and I'm going to mention real quick, sorry. Grand Junction, in terms of inventory, you're going to have the bulk of the inventory right here in Grand Junction in terms of homes, okay? About 252 properties available here in the Grand Junction and the areas that make up Grand Junction, okay? So back to Fruita, as I mentioned, 13,500 people out here. It's got an average sales price, or average price of a home is going to be $433,000. Once again, its own downtown area, beautiful restaurants, breweries, beautiful downtown area, very, very well known for all the beautiful outdoor activities you want to do, especially mountain biking. They host a lot of awesome fun events during the summer times, from trail runs to mountain biking stuff and things like that. If you're also, once again, looking for farmland or more lot space to build or acquire a property to live on, you're going to find that out here in Fruita. Fruita, kind of middle of the road in terms of between Palisade and Junction. About 40 homes or properties available, I believe, or a little bit less. Okay, so that's going to be your Fruita area. And if I move a little bit west to Loma and Mac, if you're really looking for farmland or property to be secluded away from people, you'll probably be able to find that here. Not a whole lot of amenities out here in Loma, okay? You're probably going to drive into Fruita where they have a city market and other things you need, or drive into Grand Junction. Average price of a home out here in Loma and Mac is about $602,000, okay? So that is the Grand Valley. One more spot, I almost forgot. The Whitewater. Okay, so Whitewater is the last place I need to cover. I don't have the exact population size out here. Okay, once again, another area if you're looking to be secluded away from people. Not a whole lot of farmland out here, though. You're kind of more in that deserty environment out here. So if you're just kind of looking to be secluded away from people, have your own thing going on, there are a few homes out there. The average price of a home out here in Whitewater is about $486,000, and it's probably about 25-minute drive back to Junction. Okay, so that makes up the Grand Valley for you guys. Once again, if you have any questions about the area, please let me know. I'd love an opportunity to chat with you guys. I appreciate you tuning into this video. If you liked it, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you soon.